Well, youngster, of course I did. The Pereira Ankalaev rematch. Let's talk about it a little bit. Look, I didn't see that coming in. I should have. When Pereira lost to Ankalaev, Ankalaev didn't try to take him down. Ankalaev used the cage to go for victory, and a lot of fighters have done that in recent years. I talk about the lack of cage fighting in many MMA gyms. And by the way, since when I started learning MMA with the Scrap Pack, all the way to where I'm training with a team right now that's MMA based, they do wall fighting after they're tired. When everything's sort of done, they jump in there and they do it. And when you're doing something when you're not rested, you're not perfecting it, right? Like when I was at an Alliance affiliate in San Diego, Jason Lambert used to do wall fighting first and last. Like he didn't like kickboxing. He was a short guy for a light heavyweight, right? Like kickboxing, out kickboxing something wasn't somebody he could do. So all he tried to do was push him up against cage and make it a wall fighting match, get him on the ground and make it a ground fighting match for ground and pound. So, with Ankalaev, he doesn't want to kickbox Pereira. I will tell you that I think Ankalaev would have more success kickboxing Pereira than he thinks. Jan Blachowicz had great success because he's an awkward sort of European style, which is a little bit different than Pereira's style of kickboxing. But either way, man, it's cool. We're going to see it. I do hope Pereira moves up to heavyweight, win or lose, and takes on the winner of Aspinall Gane. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be a fun fight, that's for sure. Dvalishvili Sandhagen. Look, I think Sandhagen deserves a shot. I think he's an incredible contender. My fear for Sandhagen is that he is a kicker. And we saw what Dvalishvili can do. If you're going to kick at him, he will grab that leg, he'll put you on the ground, and he will fight his fight. So it's going to be interesting how Sandhagen fits that in. O'Malley, unfortunately, stopped kicking completely, which I think hurt his game in their first fight, right? And then he almost knocked Dvalishvili out with a front kick in the final round. So we'll see how Sandhagen tries to blend that in. Prochazka Roundtree. So Roundtree, under the tutelage of John Wood, is becoming more and more of a traditional kickboxer, right? For MMA standards. Prochazka is the crazy martial arts style. So I think the fight is fun because we're going to see how it blends together. And that's going to be really cool. You never know who's going to win in those situations. I will say that Prochazka will be open more than Roundtree will, but Prochazka is also an incredibly tough guy. Gane versus Aspinall, great fight. I love the French-British rivalry. Love the fact it's overseas. That's the weekend I'm getting sealed again, married to my wife for all eternity. So it's going to be a bang-up weekend. If Aspinall loses, it's going to be rough. And the reason it's going to be rough is because people are going to say, well, John Jones would have beaten Aspinall too, which I'm not so sure if that's true. But, things don't have to be true. A beating B and B beating C doesn't mean C won't go and beat A. Because sometimes it happens with MMA math. But we'll see, man. Either way, these fights are awesome. I'm loving it. I don't know if they're more awesome than Dricus Hamzat, though. I'm still psyched for that one. Everybody, read my book, Warrior of the Law.